Oops! Sorry, Bodha. I'm in a hurry. I'm just setting up for a birthday party. You know, cakes, candles, confetti.
I can clearly see that. It looks like a unicorn exploded in here.
Birthdays deserve it, no? One need to be king, queen, or just chaos.
Sure, but ever wondered why we cut cakes, blow candles, and what do our Shastras say about all this? Does it align with the rest of the world?
Huh? Isn't that universal law? Do we even have birthday in Shastras?
That's exactly what we're going to dive into today, Tattva. Let's unwrap the world of birthday traditions with one thing that resonates most with the birthday.
The cake? Ooh, I'm excited.
Let's go back, way back to ancient Egypt. The people offered sweetened bread-like creations to the gods. That's our earliest trace of cake.
So this is like ancient prasad?
Almost, but what we now call cake began to rise literally in ancient Greece. They added eggs, butter, honey, and leavening agents, making it richer and softer. That's when cake started feeling like, well, an actual cake.
And what about round shapes and candles?
Enter the Greeks again. They worshipped goddess Artemis, the deity of nature and moon. So they offered her round cakes to symbolize the moon and lit candles on the top to make it glow like the moonlight.
Round cakes is equal to moon and candles is equal to moonlight. Mind blowing.
Not done yet. They believed the smoke carried their prayers to the heavens. That's how the tradition of making a wish before blowing the candles started.
Which explains why I wished for a cycle and got geometry box instead. My smoke got stuck in traffic.
Fast forward to ancient Rome. They reserved cakes mostly for weddings, made with flour, honey, and nuts. But eventually, people started giving small birthday cakes to kids with candles.
And wait, there's a +1 candle too, right?
Exactly. The number of candles is equal to child's age plus one extra, called the light of life, a hopeful symbol of the year ahead.
Oh, so wholesome. And German bakers?
15th century Germany changed everything. They introduced single layer birthday cakes for common celebrations. This broke the idea that cake was only for weddings.
What happened then, Bodha?
They called it Kinderfest, a tradition where children got coarse bread-like birthday cakes. Later, these evolved into sweeter, more decorative cakes. But only the wealthy could afford the fancy ones.
Rich kid perks.
Until the 18th century, when the Industrial Revolution came to the rescue. With affordable ingredients and baking tools, even common folks could celebrate with cake. By the mid-19th century, birthday cakes became a full-blown tradition across Western Europe.
Wait. What about India? When did we join the cake party?
Yes. The first cake in India was baked in Thalassery, Kerala in 1883 by Mambali Bapu at Royal Biscuit Factory. Fun fact, he's also made India's first Christmas cake.
A legend. Deserves a candle on every cake.
And after all that cake evolution, the next thing to catch fire, literally, was the candle blowing tradition.
Let me guess. Greeks again?
Partially. Apart from Artemis, pagans believed fire had spiritual powers. On birthdays, it was thought that evil spirits roamed around. So family and friends would surround the birthday person, light candles, cheer loudly, and make happy noises to drive away the spirits. That's your happy birthday song. After all, only positivity can beat negativity.
So birthday parties were basically spiritual counterattacks?
Yep, and by the late 1800s, in places like Switzerland, people started lighting candles equal to the person's age and blowing them out in one breath. Only then the wish would count. Just like today.
And now we got cake flavors, sparkle candles, fondant sculptures, and three-eyed monsters that cost more than rent.
True, but it all began with flour, fire, and faith.
And ended in diabetes. Bodha, we've talked about a lot. But what do our Shastras say about birthdays? I mean, I know about Ekadashis, Paurnamis, and Shankrantis, but is birthday even a thing in the scriptures?
Absolutely, Tattva. In fact, our rishis said that there are certain days one should never ignore or treat casually, and your own birthday is one of them. It's not just about party poppers and cake. It's a day filled with powerful rituals meant to realign your energy for the year ahead.
Okay, tell me all about it. No spoilers. I want the whole spa to prasadam experience.
You start the day before sunrise with an Abhyangana Snanam. That's not your regular soap and scrub bath. This is a sacred bath using oil applied all over your body. If the elders are around, they apply the oil to your head and bless you. The idea is to remove Alakshmi, the impurities and negative vibrations from your life.
Wow, birthday glow up the Vedic way.
Exactly. Then after the bath, you do puja to your Ishtadev or family's Kuladevata, offering thanks for another year of life passed with good health and safety of near and dear. Also, to pray for strength, wisdom and clarity in the year ahead.
That part I did. I lit a diya near Ganesha and gave him Kaju Katli.
Well done. Now comes a beautiful yet lesser known ritual. You mix jaggery, black sesame seeds and cow's milk. Sit facing the east and drink it mindfully like an achamanam. This combination is believed to ward off any harm or obstacles that might come before your next birthday.
Wait, so it's like a protection potion?
Precisely. Sweetness, grounding and purity all in one gulp. Then take a moment to remember and mentally offer pranams to the 7 immortals, the Sapta Chiranjeevis, who are believed to still live among us, carrying great spiritual energy.
Send this to me, Bodha. I'll remember it before my next birthday.
I will. Then comes something we must never forget. Bowing to your parents and gurus. Their blessings carry immense karmic weight. On your birthday, their blessings are said to be amplified.
That one I love. Mama's hug on birthday hits different.
After that, you should visit any temple. It could be a simple darshan, but it marks your day with divinity. That vibration stays with you.
Nice. And then, please tell me food is allowed.
Of course, you can have a scrumptious meal. This day is not about fasting, it's about celebrating the gift of life.
Thank the gods! I was about to cry into my upma.
One thing that the Shastras are very clear about: observe celibacy and do bhushanam at night. It's a day of purity and spiritual recharge. The body and mind are both meant to rest and realign with nature.
Okay, is that all?
Also, if possible, offer charity. Whatever you can: clothes, food, dakshina. But even if you can't give anything, you can do gograsam.
Go what?
Gograsam means feeding green grass to a cow, doing pradakshina around her and offering prayers.
Oh, I love that. Can I take a selfie with the cow after that?
Only if you keep it as a memory and not to flaunt.
Deal.
And one final thing according to Sanatan Dharma: on your birthday, never ever extinguish a lamp, even by mistake. That flame represents Parabrahma, the divine light. Blowing it out is considered extremely inauspicious.
Hey, Captain, the lamp stays. No offense, Greeks and Romans.
Just remember, these traditions aren't superstitions. They are here to extend your Ayusha, the life energy. They were designed for your health, prosperity, and inner balance.
It all sounds so good, Bodha. Tell me, are birthdays this dramatic in other countries too? Or is it just us balancing between Shastras and Swiss chocolate cake?
Oh no, Tatva. Around the world, birthdays come with their own twist in different countries.
Say what? Okay, start flying me around this crazy birthday planet.
Sure, buckle yourself. In Japan, turning 20 is a massive deal. It marks your official entry into adulthood. They call it Seijin no Hai. You get dressed in kimonos, go to city halls for speeches, visit shrines, and behave like a responsible adult for one whole day.
Wait, so no cake smashing? Just government approved grow up?
Malta has something called Uchiya. On child's first birthday, they're made to crawl toward objects laid out on the floor, book, box, stethoscope, that they believe predicts their future career.
Whoever invented this clearly didn't expect the baby to choose the mobile phone.
In Spain, they pull your earlobe once for every year you've lived.
What's this? Birthday or WrestleMania?
In Denmark, friends and family sneak into your room while you're asleep and surround the bed with gifts and flags. Sweet, right?
Good God, one should check their makeup and dress before sleeping then, right?
Wait till you hear the next part. If you're 25 or 30 and unmarried, you get showered with cinnamon and pepper by your friends.
Cinnamon at 25, pepper at 30. What happens at 35? They deep fry you?
In Brazil, the first slice of cake is given to the person you love the most. Also, kids may get eggs and flour thrown at them by friends.
The first part was good, but the second part?
Jamaica, same idea, more intensity. Birthday person gets floored multiple times, sometimes full body dusting.
Flour, eggs. Just add the butter and bake the birthday kid.
In South Korea, you're served myeokguk, seaweed soup. It honors mothers and replenishes nutrients.
Oh, that's beautiful. But also, soup for birthday? Where's the frosting?
In Canada, friends sneak up and smear butter on your nose to ward off bad luck.
Okay, who's coming up with all this?
In Germany, you must not wish someone early. It's considered bad luck.
Means no midnight texts? My whole gang's cancelled.
And if you're 30 and single, tradition says you sweep city hall steps until you earn a kiss.
So you clean the place on your birthday to qualify for love? Wow.
In Mexico, you get a pinata filled with treats. Kids are blindfolded and take turns hitting it till it explodes.
Basically a polite way of saying, here's the sugar, go wild.
And at 15, girls have a grand celebration called quinceañera. Gown, tiara, formal dance, full glam. It's like a birthday plus Bollywood wedding.
Wow, so dreamy.
In Vietnam, people traditionally do not celebrate personal birthdays. Instead, everyone turns a year older together on Tet, the Vietnamese New Year.
That's efficient. One cake for the entire nation.
In China, you're 1 year old the day you're born, and during New Year, you may become 2. Age moves with the calendar, not your date of birth.
So I could be 3 before I even get teeth?
They also eat longevity noodles, one long uncut noodle symbolizing long life. Slurp it up without breaking it.
That's a talent I have in plenty.
In Poland, people don't just celebrate birthdays, they celebrate name days. The calendar assigns a saint's name to each day, and if it matches yours, it's party time.
Basically, I get a birthday and a backup birthday? Jackpot!
In South Africa, your 21st birthday comes with a symbolic key, representing freedom and entry into adulthood.
That's sweet and practical. Unlock the life.
In Egypt, birthdays are marked with a hafla, music, dance, and decorations using flowers and fruits, symbolizing joy and growth.
Lovely. I'll take roses and a big fat pineapple, please.
And in North Korea, if your birthday falls on July 8th or December 17th, you're not allowed to celebrate at all. Those are the death anniversaries of Kim Il-sung and Kim Jong-il.
Wait, what? You mean 100,000 people have to pretend they weren't born?
Pretty much. Many even change their birth date officially.
I'll never complain about my birthday falling on a weekday again.
So that sums up the weird and interesting birthday bashes in the world. Tell us if you have missed any in the comments below.
To put it concisely, birthdays are not just about cake or candles. They're about culture, karma, and sometimes cinnamon attacks.
And whether you're sipping a soup in Seoul, feeding a cow in Chittoor, or dodging eggs in Brazil, every tradition has one thing in common: honoring the life you have lived and the journey ahead.
Some follow Shastras, some follow sweet tooth, some light lamps, some light up party bombs. And me? I love best of all worlds.
However you celebrate, make it meaningful and maybe a little messy too.
Now tell us, how do you celebrate your birthday? With rituals, with rasgullas, or with a surprise butter on nose attack?
Drop it in the comments below. And as always, like, share and subscribe to Bodha Hoots for more fun facts.